Hello, so today we're talking about symmetry, and before we get into any of the details, you need to know that there's actually three types of symmetry. We have line symmetry, we have reflective symmetry, and finally we have rotational symmetry. In this video, our focus is going to be on line symmetry. So line symmetry is something you probably did very early on in your school career. Do you remember painting one half of a butterfly and then taking the page, folding that page in half, and then when you unfold it, you get this picture of a full butterfly? Well, that's what line symmetry is. So the most basic definition of line symmetry is how many ways the shape can be folded in half and still remain the same on both sides. So here I've got a rectangle, and if I were to fold it down the middle, you can see that I've got the same amount of space on this side as I have on this side. So this here is one of the shape's lines of symmetry. Now that's not to say that a shape need only have one line of symmetry. You could have multiple lines of symmetry in a single shape. For example, if I folded my shape this way, you can see I've got the same amount on this side as I do on this side. So here we've found a second line of symmetry. That means this rectangle has got two lines of symmetry. Right, so how many lines of symmetry do you think this shape has? In other words, how many times do you think you could put a line down the middle, fold it over, and have both sides of that line be the same? Say I went in the center of this line here and tried folding it here. Well, I'd be missing a huge chunk out of the shape there, so that's not going to work. If I tried folding it down a center line here, well, I'm still missing a massive chunk here, so that's not going to work. It's not going to be the same on either end of my line. If I tried to fold it diagonally, still wouldn't work because again, there's a big chunk missing here. So this shape has got no lines of symmetry. So here we've got an isosceles triangle. So let's try drawing a line of symmetry up the center, and you can see it's the same on both sides, so that's one line of symmetry. We wouldn't be able to put a line of symmetry through the middle here because it's not the same on either side of that, so that doesn't work. What about if we tried going diagonally? Something like that. Would that be a line of symmetry? A quick tip would be to take the whole page and rotate it so that the line of symmetry is going up straight ahead of you or perpendicular to you. And if you do that with the page right now, you'll see that this side is completely different from the size of this side here. But it can be kind of hard to tell it from a sideways angle. So again, rotate your page and you'll find it a lot easier to identify lines of symmetry. And you can see here that this is definitely not a line of symmetry. So an isosceles triangle has only got one line of symmetry. Let's look at a square. We've got a line of symmetry down the center. We've got a line of symmetry going horizontally through the middle as well. And for this, I want you to rotate your page 90 degrees clockwise, and you'll see that you can also have a line of symmetry going up diagonally. So far we've got 1, 2, 3 lines of symmetry. So once again, rotate your page, and you'll see that this is also a line of symmetry. So a square has got 4 lines of symmetry. Okay, now let's look at an octagon. Now, this octagon is a little bit uneven, so forgive my sketching skills, particularly here, but just pretend it is totally regular, okay? How many lines of symmetry do you think we're going to be able to find? Okay, let's find out. So we've got a line of symmetry down the middle here, a line of symmetry going down the center here, a line of symmetry going down the center here. We've got a line of symmetry going down the center here. So far we're at 1, 2, 3, 4 lines of symmetry. And so far we've been finding these lines of symmetry by going from the middle of a side. But what if we went from the vertices instead? So all in all, we counted up 4 from the sides, and we were able to find a further 5, 6, 7, 8 lines of symmetry. So an octagon has got 8 lines of symmetry. How many lines of symmetry do you think a circle has? Because a circle hasn't got any sides or angles, the diameter of the circle is always going to be the same, meaning that no matter where you draw your line of symmetry, it will work. So a circle has got an infinite number of lines of symmetry, because you could start using a smaller and smaller pen and using finer and finer angles between each line of symmetry, but you'd never, ever, ever completely finish finding all of the lines of symmetry. So watch out for this one, because it may come up as a trick question. Now you have a good understanding of what lines of symmetry are, and you'll be able to find these in shapes by yourself.